Hello and welcome to Portent Kast. My name is Lila. I am your dungeon keeper and host, and Happy New Year's! The Portent Kast is a queer, female, and non-binary group where we're playing TTRPGs of all sorts, and you're tuning into episode 15 of Below the Groove. And without further ado, let's introduce our players.
Hello, I am Ezra, and I'm playing Valencia.
Hello, and I'm Kristen, and I play Lorelai.
Hi, I'm Star, and I play Sakura.
Hi, I am Helen, and I play Kieran.
Hello, I am CD, and I play Otto.
Tis I, Death! And it's tell you about my New Year's resolutions. Welcome! My first New Year's resolution is to get back into things I loved as a child, aka Pokemon. So I bought these hip sunglasses. Ah! Ah! Hold on, let me put them through my eye socket. That doesn't work. Pikachu. I know many Pokemon and I will name them all in order. Bulbasaur! That's all I got. My second New Year's resolution is to get fitter. I'm all skin and bones without the skin. So I've decided to listen to a new podcast while exercising to build up muscle. It's called the Portent Kast, and it stands for TPK. And every time one of them dies, I bring their soul to my gym, and they get stuck in an endless subscription. They can never leave. They must run on the treadmill for ages. God. If you would like to follow this without going to the gym, I cannot think of a single gym name. God, I should check my gym. It's called Hells and Bells. Wait a minute. That sounds like a reference to something. Okay, you can follow them at the Portent Kast on the YouTubes, TikTok, and Twitter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must eliminate Elon Musk from the universe. Goodbye. Oh, hi, Pikachu.
And now let's dig into this week's episode of Below the Grove.
Haha.
The Fortunes Favored has made their way north from the Seeking City to find more clues about their past and the events that took place a few weeks ago in Ozan during the New Dawn Festival. While on their way north, they learned about the curse that plagued Erebus and his family, centuries-long lycanthropy curse that was about to be making a headway as the full moon neared. The party searched for help within the Greyvale Monster Hunting Guild in hopes that they would have a set of silvered manacles to prevent Erebus from lashing out during his transformation, but had no luck and were easily turned away. As the full moons of Aramel began to rise in the sky, Erebus's instincts took over, and in order to protect his friends from his wrath, he ran off into the woods as they watched his transformation into the large beast. We pick up as the group remains in the Whispering Woods as darkness overcomes the forest and the monsters that call it home begin to hunt. So, fortune's favored. What do you do?
Lorelai is very upset that Erebus is gone, because that's the one person she's been with the longest, and very sad. And she is very much stressing out, and she's like, we need to go find him. We can't let him stay out like this.
I can't remember. Did everyone catch up to where Kieran had stopped?
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you kind of met them halfway.
Yeah. She's definitely sitting on the ground. She's just like, I'm so tired now.
Where would we even start to find him?
Like, completely lost track of him.
Otto, I will say that you do know that the Whispering Woods is one of the most dangerous places to be at night. And especially during a full moon, where you do know that lycanthropes often roam.
And we do know that like Erebus will probably change back by morning, I assume.
Yeah, as far as you're aware of what lycanthropes and werewolves endure.
Yeah. And we're still. Where are we? We're like in the middle of the woods, obviously, but
Yeah, you're in the middle of the woods.
we're not like near a location.
Make a nature check for me.
Okay.
Nature or survival, whichever you prefer.
Nature, definitely. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Wait, no, that's a 9. 14.
You haven't necessarily been exactly where you guys are, but you guys do know that you guys are about 5 hours northwest almost of the Monster Hunting Guild, so northwest of Ozan, basically. And you would know just based on ambient knowledge, the closest village or settlement would be the Ankelin Tillage.
Okay. Not gonna remember how to say that.
You're good.
Just immediately, I'm like, that one's gonna be hard for me. Cool. Then yeah, I think I'll just look at everybody and be like, well, he's in his wolf form, so I don't think we're gonna be able to catch up or find him necessarily. He will eventually change back, but I don't know necessarily if we're safe here. To wander. So possibly we could leave something here, like a marker, in case Erebus does make his way back here.
Okay, who's gonna pee on the tree?
I was more suggesting just like a piece of clothing or something.
I
Scrap of fabric. You don't
if we
have to
leave
pee on the tree.
if we leave our fabric here, won't any creature be able to smell it and follow us?
But if we leave the woods, I mean, most things inhabiting the woods, I assume, would stay within the woods itself. Lila, correct me if I'm wrong, but like within the woods, it's more just like creatures that, like, if you happen upon them, they might attack you, but nothing that's like got a plan to chase after.
It depends.
Okay.
What creatures might come across your scent, or what monsters or beasts or whatever. I would say because you're a ranger, you also do know that the purple moon, Celia, does often have strange effects on like creatures, especially lycanthropes, beasts, monsters, that sort of thing.
Right. Okay. Forgot there's just second moon now.
Yeah, which only shows up kind of in like the fall and winter months. And it's like beginning of fall.
Cool.
Does fabric would hold the scent? Would metal hold the scent?
I don't think metal typically holds much scent. No, maybe if you pee on that. I don't know exactly.
No, not peeing.
If someone's
again,
going to
I
pee, they
don't
might as well
want
be
that
on the
either.
tree. That is how the
Dude,
dogs
yeah,
mark the
if you want
territory.
to,
I'm not saying I
I'll
want
turn-
to, I'm saying
we
dogs
can
are
all turn
dogs.
away.
Valencia will like hesitate, but she does take off one of her ear cuffs, and she's like, "We could use this. Oedipus knows that I have the other one."
That's true. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be a scent thing. I was just thinking of that because he has heightened sense right now, but it could be anything to indicate that it was us.
While you guys are talking, you guys hear a cacophony of different howlings.
But we should probably make the decision like quickly. So
Put
yeah,
it on the tree and let's get out of here.
leave that. I'll leave. I don't know. I'll leave like an arrow notched in the tree as well.
So are you guys making camp or are you guys leaving? Because you guys
I think
are
We're
like
leaving. We're not.
you guys are
we're not leaving
you guys
here.
are 4
We don't wanna die.
you guys are 4 hours inside the woods.
Yeah, are we camping in the woods?
It's dark. It's night right now. Like dusk
Okay,
is
so
just
the thing
past.
is, would we be better fighting if we are traveling, or would it be better to stay hunker down and then leave in the morning? Because we're fucked either way.
Yeah.
I will say that I kind of pushed myself while I was chasing Erebus, so I'm not going to be the most helpful until I
So-
rest.
So we should rest here?
It's up to everybody. I'm just letting you know that I won't be as efficient until I sleep.
Well, if we do rest here, we should hide the best we can.
Yeah. Would I don't know how to describe this. Would Pass Without a Trace help us at all in terms of if I was staying up for a while, would that help with us hiding at all, or is that just like an active if we're
Yeah, it would passively give you guys a +10 to your passive stealths, I would say.
Okay.
You are welcome to try to find a spot that would be best in the location. That would help easily obscure your tents and whatnot.
Yeah, if we're gonna hunker down, then I'll try to help out with that part. Get Cricket involved with it.
Okay.
Find a shady spot.
Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Okay. Can I do it with advantage with Cricket?
Yes.
Which actually work. Oh, well, one of those is a nat 1. The other one is an 8 plus 3.
Okay, you find yourself a spot that has some taller rocks that is going upside one of the kind of cliffs that you're able to find next to one of the rivers within the forest, and you guys kind of set up there, kind of hidden within the tree line.
Okay. Is the spot?
If it's alright with everyone, I will rest earlier, and I can always take the last watch.
Okay, who is taking first watch?
Lorelai.
Okay, I would like you guys both make perception checks, and if I could have one of the other 3 players roll me a d20.
Do you want me to do it? I can do it.
One of you three.
Helen.
I never trust myself to roll a d20. I'm so sorry.
I got it. Don't worry.
I got you, baby.
It's a 13.
Okay.
I'm trying to do math. What's 17 plus 6?
23.
23.
23.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Lorelai, what'd you get?
Is that a 1?
It's a 5.
Okay.
I'm too worried about Erebus.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay, you guys are set up here, the cliffside to your back. You guys watching out past the tree line and the fort and the river there. Is there anything you guys talk about during your watch? Do anything like that?
Lorelai's probably just like staring off, and then she's really worried about Erebus, so she's really not talking or anything. She's just like trying to like, in a way, like try to like sense him or just like will him to come back, because she doesn't know what else to do. So she's just like, "Come on, Erebus, please come back, please."
I think Otto will kind of see your unease and we'll just go, I know it might not seem like it right now, but we'll find him again.
I hope so.
I mean, changing's not new to him. That's a part of him. So it just might be not the best situation for it, but he's experienced it. And we'll find him again.
As you say that, you hear the breaking of a branch about 15 feet off within the tree line.
I look over there, like, I hope it's Erebus.
As you look over towards that direction, you see the faint outline of a figure kind of walking towards you almost cautiously.
Okay. I'm gonna like.
Lorelai's readying a spell.
Okay.
What spell are you readying?
Let's see. Probably Ray of Sickness, Enfeeblement, maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay, you're readying Ray of Enfeeblement. Is there anything that you were doing, Otto?
I think I'm going to. So, does it look like humanoid-ish, like a person?
Yeah.
Or... Okay.
Yeah, it looks humanoid-ish, as far as you can see
Uh,
from the outline.
Yeah, then I think I'm gonna try and like just take a couple steps forward, just to like put myself in front of anything else.
Okay. Yeah.
And just kind of like call out like, I don't know if I'd say hello, but just, I think I'd go like, excuse me.
And if I could please have the person walking towards the camp introduce themselves.
She is walking cautiously towards y'all. And she looks at you. Oh, you really have the balls to be out here this late and the full moon, this far from the tutelage, or the tillage.
And if you could please describe carefully what this figure looks like as you begin to approach closer towards the firelight.
Yeah. She approaches. She is a taller woman with extremely like pale white skin, really almost white long hair that's pulled back into braids down each side of her head. She has red horns that sort of flip back up, and they are darker and then get lighter as they go to the tips. She is in armor, half armor, like leather leggings, or leather leggings, sort of chest piece on top, She's got red lips, red tail. So she's a taller tiefling woman. But she's approaching very gently and intending no harm.
Otto just goes, well, we didn't intend to be here. But who are you?
I am one of the Wraithian soldiers from the tillage. This is one of the worst nights to be out, and this is what we do. I saw some figures and figured I'd check.
Yeah, so there's a place nearby?
Oh, no. It's like, yeah, if you're good in the woods, maybe 3 hours, but 4 if not so much, yeah.
Well then why are you here if you're very far from your...
This is what we do on the nights like this, to protect our town. We can prevent things from coming closer to town on the full moon. That's what we do.
So you're hunting?
I would say more watching. I have friends, or I guess fellows, who are sort of stationed around.
Well, we don't intend to be here more than a night. We just kind of got caught here.
Oh no, like I said, this is up to you. You have the balls to be out here. I let you be out here. I am just here because I saw people in the forest. I'll just leave, I can just go.
Well, I mean, could you, like, are you willing to take us to your, is it a town, or?
I guess a tillage is a town. I mean, it's a place where people live, yeah.
So could
you mean, like, right now? You want to leave?
Well, I don't know. You're the expert in this case. Is it safe to leave, or are we stuck here? I thought we were stuck here, so we were just hunkering down.
Listen, just listen, and she's literally just gonna be like, just like stop talking and let them. I don't know, who do I see? I don't know these people.
You see a I'll actually have Lorelai and Otto just do a quick brief introduction to themselves.
For Otto, you see a typical drow looking woman. The purple skin, silver hair, like tied up, markings on their forehead and around their eyes, and traditional like ranger-ish gear, and a spider companion right next to me.
And for Lorelai, you see a human woman with big, long, wavy brown hair. She's wearing a black, like kind of Victorian era gown with lacy sleeves, and she has some like nice jewelry on and stuff like that. And she is still kind of like on guard, but she's not really looking to attack. She's just watching.
And you do see 2 other tents set up where you assume a few other people are sleeping.
Mm-hmm. So she, I'm sorry, my name is Seren. I didn't catch your names. Who are you?
I'm Otto, and like is gonna let Lorelai say what she wants.
I'm Lorelai.
Otto, Lorelai, just listen. And she like stops and just like is like, listen, just to hear the sounds in the woods.
Yeah, and as you guys all kind of like stop and like listen in around you guys, you can hear the howls of distant wolves, werewolves, and the like. You can hear the distant sounds of what almost sounds to be whistles, assumingly different parties or signals from other Wraithian soldiers.
As you can tell, this is not the best night to be traveling through the woods, especially if you don't know the area very well.
Yeah, yep. We are aware that this is a
Yeah.
dangerous place. We didn't again intend to be here. Our friend kind of ran off and we were waiting till the next morning, but I know that there's not anywhere nearby. So
Oh, I were here for your friend. This is I hope they can fare well out here on their own. We could go to the tillage. I could guide you to the tillage if you would like to leave tonight. That may be some. I can step away if this is something you want to speak with your party about, of course.
Lorelai looks at Otto and she's like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave without him.
we might have to, Lorelai. We're not going to be able to find him right now. And even if morning comes, he might be far from here.
He would know where to find us. If we go too far away, he might not find us.
We could come back in the morning or something, but we are in a very dangerous spot.
Can Saren hear them? Or they like? Did y'all walk off to be like?
Not yet. I don't think we've walked off yet.
No,
I definitely think if you
talking
like stepped aside, you could definitely overhear what they're saying.
Yeah. When y'all say, or when Otto says or whoever said we'll see them in the morning, we'll come back for them. Saren like audibly, okay. A single person on their own who does not know this area. No, I'm not on the full moon. There are worse things out there than werewolves. Unfortunately, that's not the only thing to worry about. So a person
Our
on
friend
their
is
own.
very strong.
Yes, he can handle himself, and I'm going to wake the others. It's not just us, so we shouldn't just make this
I
decision.
gathered from the other sounds of breathing and the tents, and So I will leave. I will let you speak, and she'll just kind of like give them a respectful distance to talk to each other.
Before heading off to the tents, I am gonna say to Cricket, please keep an eye on our new person.
Of course, yes.
Okay, and then go to Kieran's tent.
Okay. Kieran and Valencia are sleeping in the tent.
Right.
Lorelai goes to wake up Sakura.
Dude, there's no way to knock on a tent, I realize, but I'll try to I don't know, clear my throat in a way to try and see if I can get them to wake up.
Kieran would wake up.
Sorry to interrupt your sleep. I know you need it, but we have a visitor of sorts. And
Do I want what? The hell is there a visitor in the middle of the forest?
That's a question. Apparently from the nearby I already forgot what it's called.
The Ankle and Tillage.
Tillage. I'm gonna remember that. From a nearby tillage, I say nearby, like hours away, so I don't know exactly, but it seems like they're scouting the area, and we might have a guide to the tillage if that is something we need to do. But I wanted to wake everyone to get a organized decision.
I think we would all appreciate that. let's wake up Valencia.
Why'd you say it that way?
I don't know, I just realized that waking someone up when you cannot touch them is difficult.
Okay, I mean, I woke you up by just saying your name.
Yes, but I'm an elf. I just kind of sit here and hibernate.
That's true. I mean, I'm also here. You realize I could also just give her a tap.
That might be the best step, but yes. And Karen's just gonna get up and walk out of the tent. She's just like, alright.
Agata just kind of shrugs in the eye and goes to gently wake Valencia. Be like, Valencia?
Yeah, she wakes up.
Okay, good. I've already informed Kieran, but we have a newcomer visitor who might have a way of passage to a nearby tillage. So I'm just waking everybody up. But yeah.
And I guess she just puts on her stuff and gets out the tent.
Sakura, you're waking up by Lorelei with a gentle shake.
There's someone here, apparently wants to help us go to the tillage.
What? What do you mean?
I don't know.
someone? Yeah, we're in the wood. Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave Erebus.
I'm sorry, Laura. He's very tired. He literally just puts a hand like on her face. He's like, I'm sorry. How are you feeling?
Not good. Everyone wants to talk about leaving, so let's go, please. I don't.
Erebus is a big boy. I think he'll be fine. Don't worry, we'll come back. Hold on. And he like coughs. He's been like in his changeling form. He sleeps in his changeling form now, and he just like shifts back to a half orc. He's like, okay, all right, let's go. You want to hold my hand? Will that make you feel better?
Yes. She holds his hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hold her hand.
Serene, you watch as they all kind of almost simultaneously kind of come out of each of their tents. You see a half-orc man in almost clothes that are too tight for him, and you see a wood elf woman with black and white kind of stripy hair, and you see an Elonin woman with purple starlight skin with white hair as well.
She, I guess, waits for like an invitation to come closer. Is like just still standing far away.
Yeah, I think Otto, once everybody's out, will like kind of like give you a nod to enter you in.
She'll walk to. Do y'all have a fire going?
It would have had a low fire. It's fall right now. It's cold. It's very cold.
As she walks, sort of from the shadows and closer to the fire, you can see her skin kind of sort of shimmery in the light, and it kind of catches off this like claw mark scar that runs down her left eye, which is more visible in the light now. Your friends, Seren, that's me. I am from the tillage. The Wraithian army, we are out on the night in the woods. This is exactly what we are for taking people to safety, and protecting the village. If we could take you, or I could take you to the tillage, we could find your friend. I know that's very important to you.
Valencia is going to telepathically speak to Sakura, and she's like, Was it the Wraithian army that when we went into the tunnels you casted the spell?
Yes, correct.
Me going, oh. Yes, it was.
Do you... This is going to sound very weird, but do you have another form you can use?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Or I could just give you my cloak either way. It'll reach probably to your drafts, but it will help to hide you.
It's fine. I don't know how to explain this to the person we're talking to that I'm about to look very different right now, though. Or a reason.
You can also just use me as an excuse. It's very rare to see an Ellen in person.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I was about to just start looking like Erebus. I just thought that'd be fun.
She looks over at Lorelai, and she's like,
Maybe it would comfort her, I don't know.
it would either comfort her or anger her very intensely.
I cast message. Hey, Lorelai. Hey, Laura.
You see the half-orc man kind of like quickly cast a spell.
And Lorelai just kind of holds his hand a bit tighter. Yeah?
How would you feel if I looked like Erebus if we were going into this town? Because I might have Crown of Madness to these people.
I do want to make it clear that you guys are quite a bit a ways from Colfell, and as far as you guys were aware, there were different legions patched out to each settlement and city.
So it's unlikely anyone there would recognize us. or me.
Correct.
Okay, never mind, Lorelai. I've thought about it a little bit with my high intelligence modifier. Sorry.
With God telling you not to do what you're doing?
God said, don't worry, bro.
Saren is just like rocking back and forth on her feet as y'all are like visibly like telepathically talking to each other and just like waiting patiently.
Valencia gives Saren like a apologetic look but doesn't say much else.
I guess if he realized that he wouldn't say that to Lorelai, he would just stop and be like, oh, I think it'll be fine. Valencia, my brain. I think it'll be fine. They probably won't. Yeah, and if they are, I will get out of there.
Okay. I just want to keep you safe.
Don't worry, I'm good at running away.
Okay.
You sounded like... Okay. I turned back to... What's... Sarah?
Saren.
Saren. Are we going? What's the... Nice to meet you. Saren. Are you okay? Is that fresh? Are you okay?
It's not fresh. It's what is it? Yeah, I would say about 10 years ago. So,
oh,
yeah, not fresh. No.
Right. Well, if you can help us, we greatly appreciate it. These woods are scary as fuck.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's. I am all too aware of what lurks in these woods. So to where? To the tillage, or?
I think that's the best. Does everyone want to go? Or I know. Kind of like Lorelai. I know you don't want to, but
you lost a friend, right? I mean, you said he's very strong, but
I can't stay here by myself, so might as well go. He knows.
yeah,
He knows I wanted to go to the tillage, so.
I don't think you would fare very well in that dress. In these woods on your own. I don't think it'd be very easy to climb a tree if needed.
Lorelai just keep it quiet. She's holding Sakura's hand so tight right now because she is not happy. She's.
And just so everyone else is aware, these are the options you guys have been given. Serene will could stay with you guys for the night and then guide you in the morning, can guide you now, though it may be a little bit more dangerous, can help you look for your friend either tonight or in the morning as well.
What if we wait and then with Sarah, and that way we're not walking through the woods, and then she can help us find him in the morning?
I like that idea.
I think walking through these woods at night is just a scary idea in and of itself.
That's basically asking for a fight.
Yeah, just going like
Yeah.
you roll on the table, and it's like no matter what you get an encounter at that point. I feel like so. The face of God just looked down at me and went, "Yep." How about we wait until morning? If Sarah, would you be fine camping with us?
I can stay in the area. I sort of have a space that I patrol. This is my space, so I can stay close.
We'd appreciate if you could return in the morning and help us find out. We'd be very grateful.
Yeah, yes, of course. I will guide you in the morning and allow you to sleep. Maybe a little more soundly, that you know that there are not just myself, but other soldiers in the area.
With that being said, Lorelai goes to sit beside a tent, and she's gonna send Ivory out to kind of like keep an eye out, like as much as possible.
Okay, I'll go ahead and make a perception check using Ivory's stats.
You want me to send Fang out as well? I say to Lorelai. He's got echolocation.
That's a 15.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. Okay, are you guys all heading to bed as Saren begins to kind of just continue to patrol this area? Or does anyone have any more questions or anything?
Given the opportunity, Kieran goes back to the tent.
Sakura returns to his starfist positioning in bed. And as he lays down, he checks that Theron's gone and then goes back to his normal, wow, my clothes fit again form.
Okay. 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 Saren, if I could please have you follow me into a one-on-one call.
Sure.
I don't like that one bit. Lila.
She's patrolling. She
I'm
gets
by
secret
myself.
information. Saren, you have just come across this encampment of this party. You had seen chasing after a transformed werewolf. And after losing him, they gathered back up and made camp here alongside the river on the cliffside here within the Whispering Woods. You have offered your services to guide them in the morning to help find their friend under the guise as a Wraithian soldier. What do you do as you continue to patrol the area?
Yeah, she's just going to, I think she's really looking for the same scent, the same tracks that she had seen from before let me look. I tried to organize these. Like using her primeval awareness in attempt to just be aware of, most likely lycanthropes in the area, but
Yes.
anything.
You keep your primeval awareness on guard, and as you are leaving this area, you do get a sense of celestial, fae, and undead from 4 members within this group. There are 2 celestials, 1 undead, and 1 fae.
I think as she's like walking away, she like chuckles to herself Okay. And but nothing other than those behind her.
You are in your favorite terrain, so it is 6 miles. There is a large number of different creatures out and about tonight. Most of them, though, being undead.
Could I do like a survival roll or a nature roll to maybe see like where would a werewolf, like their intention on the night that they're turned, is it to attack, is it to kind of get an idea of like where they may go?
I will say, just specifically with your knowledge, you don't even have to roll for this. Many lycanthropes, especially on the double full moon, have absolutely no control over their transformations, and will often hunt different creatures, people, and go and savagely attack those groups of people or creatures they come across. So often you will find trails of blood and desecrated animals and groups of parties that have ventured too far into the Whispering Woods.
That's what I think she's looking for then, is that smell of blood.
Okay. Then I will say with that, you can go ahead and make a survival check to try to catch that scent of blood.
This die is not rolling very well. That's still a 16, but...
Okay. As you venture from this encampment and begin picking up, I will also say you have advantage on this roll because of...
Okay,
Because of
I
your
rolled
race.
an 8. Okay, so that's 12 plus 8, so that's a not nat 20.
Okay, yes. Even better. You easily pick up the scent of smell, of blood, of iron within the air. As you begin to track it, you continue deep within the Whispering Woods. A speck of blood here and there, tracks of werewolf claws within trees. You come across a dead deer that has been mauled, partially eaten before it looks like the trails of blood continue deeper into the forest. What do you do?
She's just going to track it, I guess.
Okay.
Ooh, or could she outrun it and take it back? She knows it's their friend.
It could be their friend, but it also
That's
could
true.
be other werewolves in the areas.
But like if she sees it, like would she be able to recognize?
Yes,
like,
yes.
That?
They do.
That's
Each
what I mean
werewolf
is,
does have like a distinct coloring within their fur.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so like if she recognized it as their friend, taking it back to camp.
Yeah, of course. If you want to continue on a trail, make me another survival check.
That's a nat 20. It's a 28 total.
Alrighty. As you continue forth, continuing to track this trail of blood and tracks of this werewolf, you continue forth until your ears kind of peak up as you hear probably towards your right, probably about another 60 feet within the woods. You can see within the tree line there are torches from a different few people seem to be carrying them, and you can hear like almost like a cheering of assuming the other monster hunters that are out tonight have captured something.
These would be her like allies.
Correct.
Though,
yes.
We're all hunted. Yeah.
Yes. Everyone usually on the full moon disregards whatever they were tasked with previously and continues to go hunt for lycanthropes.
Okay. Trying to think what she would do. Because she wants to. She would go, I guess, just check and see what they got.
Okay. And do you use your potions and spell scrolls?
She would have already had.
Already. Cool.
Yeah, being in the the woods just in case.
Alrighty. You continue forth over that direction, and as you approach, in the dim moonlight, you can see a group of seasoned monster hunters stands within the forest, and it looks like they have successfully captured and hung a fierce werewolf in one of the larger oak trees, looking like they're probably about to and gore, body horror warning, skin it for its pelt and take back for a gold reward. You do see 4 people kind of around it hunting in this group. People you do know. You see Victor Stone, which is a burly kind of enforcer almost type humanoid man. You see Finian O'Malley, more of like the historian who has like a lot more research on how exactly each of these creatures works. You see Alicia Delacroix. She's more of like a rogue, a drow. And you see Gabriel Thornfield, which is one of the leaders within the guild.
Does the werewolf itself look familiar?
It does not look familiar.
Okay.
In the one that you saw previously.
Mm-hmm. So this is a question for you, as me, Carolee.
Yes.
So would I'm trying to think of the motivation, right? So she in the party being associated with this werewolf, would she have a feeling of knowing that they are allying themselves with this werewolf and wanting to protect it? Would she want to do them harm as well?
I feel like that is potentially a question more specifically for you and what you think Saren's morals would be. If they are allying themselves with monsters, would she potentially want to also not ally or she would want to become one of their foes in a way?
I would think it would just be only when they actually do show like their allyship, because there's something different about like knowing your friend is a monster versus seeing them be a monster and then working to protect them. So I guess actually she'll nod at them, the other hunters, give them like a congratulatory nod, and she'll continue looking for Erebus. So her hope is either find him so she can lead them to him in the morning, or find him and lead him back to the camp.
Okay. Yes. I will ask for another survival check as you continue. It has been a few hours since well into the night, probably around 1 or 2 in the morning at this point.
So that's a 6 plus 8. 14.
Okay. You kind of go back to the area where you saw them running and begin kind of tracking it. As it does begin to rain, and it begins to muddy the tracks. You're kind of losing a little bit of that scent that you had caught onto at first. Doesn't seem you'll be able to find him tonight, though you are able to kind of get a sense of direction of where he did go before the tracks became too muddied to follow.
What direction is was it the Shadow Mountain?
Based on where you kind of are right now on the map, the Shadow Mountain would be directly north of the tillage, so kind of a little bit northwest of where you currently are.
Is that in any direction his tracks went?
Yes, it seems to be.
Okay.
Fortune's favored. You watched as Serene walked away back into the forest to patrol the rest of the night before she would come back in the morning and help find Erebus. As it does, is there anything anyone would like to do during the night, during their watches, or anything like that?
Lorelai is still sending out Ivory and having her keep an eye out.
She's keeping an eye out. Is there anything in particular that you would like her to keep an eye out for, or just the surrounding area?
She's pretty much just trying to find Erebus. But she's also kind of keeping an eye out for anything that can hurt them.
Okay. Right.
I think Sakura. So are we doing the same watch as we were? So it's like Lorelai and Otto first, and then I guess
They would have to go to bed soon.
yeah.
But I'm
when
just...
they go, Sakura will send Fang out, basically having like a just seeing if he like feels anything big, and if anything big or dangerous comes near us, just keep an eye out. Like,
Okay. You guys end your watch. Ivory doesn't seem to see anything in the immediate area, but can definitely hear distant howls and the same kind of whistling that you heard earlier. But you continue before you have to head to bed. Who's taking second watch? Just Sakura?
I'll take second.
Alrighty.
Two.
You guys take second watch. I'd like you guys to both make perception checks, and one of the other three to roll me a d20.
I'll do it. Never mind. Who wants to do it?
Would I be considered rested at this point?
An hour into your watch, you would be.
Okay.
Never mind.
I
I'll roll
can-
the d20.
Okay.
Oh,
That is a 13 for me.
Okay. And what did Sakura get?
I'm checking. I think I have no modifier. Yeah, no modifier. 18.
Okay.
Nice.
You guys
and the
continue your watch.
d20 is 16.
Alrighty. Is there anything you guys wish to talk about during your watch?
I'm awkwardly looking at the stars. It's like, oh,
Uh,
wow, nice.
Are you still in changeling form, or would you be in orc form again?
That's a question. He's probably in his orc form because if Siren's around, he doesn't want
Mhm.
someone to see.
Can I ask you something that might be stupid?
Yeah, okay.
Why do you still do that?
Just gesture to all of me.
Yes.
No.
Your orc tusks green. Why?
I don't know. It's comfortable, I guess. Less dangerous than someone seeing what I look like normally.
Mm.
Yeah, I've gotten used to it.
Putting the danger aside, are you not comfortable in your own skin?
I'm getting a little deep here. Probably not, no, I guess.
You should try to be.
Probably. Easier said than done.
Not that this form isn't. Your real form is you're quite beautiful.
He blushes.
She would be, but she is actively not making eye contact. She is staring into the darkness ahead of her, just like, I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I am not looking, I am not looking.
Thank you. No one really. Yeah. Thank you. You're also very pretty. Wow, the stars are very nice tonight. Wow.
Yes, they are.
Those two moons, beautiful.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at the constellations.
Oh wow. You know what that one's called?
Mm,
I don't. I was just going. I was gonna come up with something, but I couldn't. I was panicking.
come up with something, please, because I am also panicking.
Quill the Satyr, right there.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've heard the ancient tales.
I've heard the ancient tale, yes.
Yes, she was supposed to be quite weak, but for some reason could just absolutely wreck a bitch.
I've heard that, yes. She almost died many times.
Yes, especially against like a weird failed lich thing.
Failed Lich. Wow, yeah, they did the stories.
Mm-hmm,
Ooh. Right. Okay.
Thank you for checking in on me at the seminary, by the way.
How are you feeling?
I'm not.
Right, you should... you want to make a deal?
What kind of deal? Has this been a lie? Are you actually a devil?
Yes. This is I'm actually my true form, and it's that devil specifically.
That's also a little bit hot.
He was kind of attractive. If it was a different circumstances, you know. I was gonna say, if you start embracing how you actually feel and feel comfortable telling people when you're not okay, I will try to embrace who I am as a person. This is, I call it friendship blackmail.
How honest do you want me to be about my feelings?
I don't know. Talk about the seminary. Like, you were really focused on Valencia's feelings for a long time.
I know how hard that place was for her, and she was there for much longer than I was. But, it was the worst, second worst thing I've ever experienced.
Probably don't want to open up to the person who does the things that I did.
I still do not blame you for that.
Why not?
You were just running late.
Would have been in the ritual.
I know.
Because I wasn't a part of it doesn't mean I wouldn't have been.
I know. But it also might not have gone the way it did if you were there.
Maybe.
You're a talented wizard. You would have made a difference.
You're very good with your fists. You punch things very well.
They're magical now. I can punch ghosts.
Oh, you can punch ghosts.
You can punch ghosts.
That's kind of incredible.
Thank you.
Sakura's fully just laughing at this. That's such a funny image to him.
As you guys are continuing to talk, and laughter kind of begins to burst out, it does begin to kind of drizzle, and then that drizzle turns into a pretty steady rain. But the full moon still shines through the clouds.
I think I kind of lead us over underneath the canopy of the tree. I'll take off. I've got like a lot of like shawls. So I'll take like a shawl off and I'll hand it over to you to put over your head, and I'll put one over my head too.
before she does, like, Kieran has, like, stood up and, like, fully just, like, did the lean back in the rain with eyes closed and was just, like, feeling it. And then does the, like...
He'll take a moment, he'll look at you doing that, and then he'll turn into his changeling form and feel the rain on his skin. Back underneath with the little shawl around. He looks like a babushka.
She also looks like a babushka.
We've entered babushka mode. Empty the tree, and we just next to each other. You thinking about how Erebus probably smells like wet dog right now?
Oh god, he definitely does.
Right. When I see him in the morning, I'm gonna tease him about it.
You absolutely should. Yeah, she like stares at him for a minute and is like, this suits you more.
Well, I'll try to get used to it again. It's not easy.
It's also not easy talking about emotions.
Fucking telling me. I'm glad you're opening up. It's nice.
In the spirit of being honest.
Mm-hmm.
She is struggling for a minute.
He thinks you're about to kill him. Oh god, this is the moment.
She just rips out your heart. She's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You killed my wife.
Literally, she was like leading him to this moment. He's like, yeah, we're friends now. And then she's just like, oh god.
I think I like you.
What? Like,
she like looks up at where the moon is and is just like, I think our watch is over. I'm gonna.
Kieran. Really?
Define really.
I thought you hated me.
No.
I don't know how to respond to this.
You don't have to. Like I said, I'm pretty sure our watch is pretty much over, so Siren's gonna be back soon, so if you want to be not a changeling for that, you know, I'm gonna.
Right. Thank you for telling me. I don't feel I deserve it. You don't know me, really. But thank you. We should go back to the next watch.
I will get Valencia.
Right.
She just.
Sakura, you head into your tent as Kieran quickly goes and grabs Valencia.
He's just sitting there staring at the tent wall, going.
Oh, she wakes up Valencia and then she just fully sits there, just like.
He's thinking, did I just say thank you? Like, that's his thought process, right? He's like, I didn't know what to say. I just said thank you.
And she's sitting there like, I've ruined this.
Oh god. So I feel like she sees Kieran and is like, what Did she give back Sakura's shawl by any chance?
Oh shit, no, she definitely didn't.
That's so funny.
So looks just like,
She's like soaking wet and like holding this shawl around her face and just staring into the middle distance, just like,
that's a very familiar shawl you have.
it started raining on our watch.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you're all...
The rain was very cold on my face.
Mm-hmm. Insight check.
Make a deception or persuasion check. Kieran?
Those are both the same for me.
I'm debating whether I use Tides of Chaos for this or not.
This might make it easier for you. I rolled an 11.
Valencia wouldn't know that, though.
True.
But she really wants to know this. I'll use Tides of Chaos. Oh, hell yeah. 12.
Yes and no is the answer to that.
The rain was cold, but that is not why she looks the way she looks.
She's being a little, she's telling you a little omniscient lie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing else happened?
I told Sakura that I like him.
And what did he say?
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I mean, it's better than anything else. It's better than other things that could have happened.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm. And how are you feeling about that?
Embarrassed.
That's okay.
While that's conversation happening, can I have CD roll me a d20? Because you guys are in the tent right now. No one's on watch.
Oh, no one is keeping watch.
The cricket has to sleep at some point too.
6.
Okay. Continue.
I still got Fang out there. He's been out there the whole time, so I probably.
Ivory is too, but
yeah, I was saying I don't think Sakura would think to recall him. He would just be like, he's just like panicking. Am I in the same tent with Otto?
Otto's asleep right now, though, and Cricket's like outside sleeping, and has made like her own little tent out of the web.
Oh, adorable.
There's no one out there right now, so...
Oh, okay. I will talk to you later. Get some sleep.
I'm rested, so I can...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to come get you so that I wouldn't be... Yep, let's... I don't want to talk about it for a while, though, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready to talk about it, I'm here. And she's like a hand on the tent at this point.
Yeah, okay, I love you.
Me too. And then
Okay,
she quickly she goes out.
I would like you both to make perception checks for me.
I need a different die. That's a 4.
Don't worry, I rolled a 24.
Thank God.
Now that Sakura's not there to be a distraction.
A hot man distraction.
I'm sorry, what did you guys roll?
24.
I got a 4.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys continue your watch. It still continues to be a pretty heavy rain, and doesn't kind of let up until early morning. It is very foggy out. The forest is still very dark, even though the sun is beginning to rise over the mountains. But yeah, you guys all begin to wake up, and probably about 30-ish minutes after you guys all awake and kind of have breakfast and whatnot, you guys do see Saren approach the camp again.
She just walks up and nods to all of you. I'm glad to see you survived the night.
I think we are also glad to have survived the night.
I did find something on my patrol last night. It was very active, to say the least. I found this fabric. I don't know if this belongs to your friend or...
I would say, Lorelai, you do recognize this. It looks very similar to kind of like the pant fabric that Erebus wears.
She takes it.
I had been following what was essentially a trail of blood, heading into or near the Shadow Mountain. And this was among the blood.
Lorelai hand, like,
we're
she
all there,
holds it.
At this point, everyone's awoken and is kind of like gathering up their things, waiting for Saren to come back and guide you to help you find Erebus.
And Lorelai kind of like holds the fabric a bit tighter when Saren is talking about how much blood there was. She's in denial.
As morbid as this sounds, there is a slight chance that blood isn't his. That sounds incredibly bad, but
I'm meaning that he created the blood.
there are things other than beasts.
He would have left quite a trail out there. I only got so far. About how far would I have gotten before the trail cut off? I know it was heading towards the Shadow Mountain. But
yeah, you would have gotten probably like a mile within, starting into that trail before it had gotten cut off by the rain.
Okay. Yeah. I had only made it so far before it started raining.
What were, did you see any footprints or animal markings at all on the trail?
I mean, yes, it's a forest in the middle of the night on a very full moon. There was a lot of footprints. I don't know which of those were your friends. But there were footprints, yes. Paw prints, hoof prints. Is your friend humanoid or like what trail would I have? Would you be asking if I had noticed?
Sorry, I'm trying to think out of character. Transforming would include transforming like beyond.
Correct.
Like a shoe.
Yeah, as far as you are aware, within your studies, would leave a mostly humanoid-looking footprint, though there would be claw marks, and could almost... It mostly just be the balls of the feet, like running, and would also be kind of like claw prints in front. So it'd be like footprints and then claw prints, because when Kieran saw him running, he was beginning to run on all fours and got very far doing so.
How to lie about this? It might have been humanoid. He did have a beast companion as well. Canine in nature with him.
I did not see canine specific prints. Wolf prints, yes. Yeah, no canine prints, nothing. What I've seen, just like human prints.
You saw like humanoid looking prints.
Yeah.
But that's as far as you saw.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing canine along with human. No.
Then
it
might not have been him. I hope.
I can take you to the spot, or I can take you to the tillage. It's up to you. It's more safe now.
Maybe we should go to the spot. You said there was. Well, it did rain. So.
Serene, you would have marked that spot
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
We might be able to smell some wet dog with his traveling companion.
Yep. Or if any leftover blood, maybe that could be. I don't know how much will be there, but that might be our best bet. Is just to go directly to where that was. Looking at everybody in my group.
You need to go make sure he's okay.
Okay. Do you guys begin to head off with Saren into the Whispering Woods to search for Erebus? Okay.
I think so.
As we do, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll see you back here in a minute. And welcome back. We pick up as the Fortune's Favored and their Wraithian soldier companion Saren begins into the Whispering Woods in search of Erebus. And because Saren is kind of leading you guys there, I would like a survival check for me.
Yes. This die is not very legible. 25.
Okay. Okay, yeah. You are, you begin to get them into the woods, and if I could have somebody roll a d20 for the day.
Can I roll the d20?
Yeah, you can do
Do
that.
it.
Yeah, it's a 7.
Okay, good to know. 7 werewolves come out and hurt you guys.
I could have been not 20, yeah.
Okay, but no. Yeah, you guys continue forth. What is the marching order as you guys continue? I'll be Saren first.
I think I'd be behind.
I'm next to Lorelai.
Yeah, Lorelai's probably like in the back.
Karen would be like in the middle-ish.
I guess Valencia would like also maybe be in the middle, like behind Kieran.
I'm like holding Valencia. Yeah, I'll hold everyone's hand. I'm holding Lorelai's hand. It's being comforting.
We're like a little group of kids in the hallway.
Yeah, this is our chain.
Okay.
So we don't lose track of each other in the woods.
Yeah, alrighty, yeah. Lorelai, Ivory tells you that she didn't really see anything in the immediate area last night, besides Saren coming and going.
Okay. Then she keeps sending Lorelai like ahead, and like so kind of like keeping an eye out in front of Saren.
Okay.
You know, like how she just keeps coming.
It goes from
breath and
branch
stuff
to
like
branch,
that.
yeah.
Kind of thing.
Okay, make a perception check for her. And are you going into her vision, or are you just letting her just let you know?
I'm just letting her go, and that's a nat 20. I closed her character sheet. Most
Okay,
I've
that's
used
fine.
ivory.
That's fine. Nat 20's fine. I don't need any more. Yeah, you guys continue forth. Is there anything you guys want to discuss? Roleplay during the travel? If you have any questions for Saren, as she is new to your group.
Just as a very quick thing, at some point, Kieran turns to Valencia and she's like holding the shawl, and she's like, "Can you give this back to Sakura, please?
You can give it back to him.
I don't want to.
Yes, you can.
I don't want to." And she like switches spots and is just like, "This is yours.
Valentia's fully watching.
Thank you.
Thank you." And then she just like turns and goes back in front and is just like,
Lorelai looks up at Sakura. She's like, "Are you two?"
It was raining last night, so I gave her one of my shawls to cover up from the rain.
I think Saren like looks over her shoulder at Otto behind her and is like, "Why are they so awkward?"
This is pretty typical. I don't know if there's something more this time. Actually, can I insight check them?
Yeah,
Or
insight
just, like,
check.
5?
Can I deception or something? I don't know. I'm trying to keep. I'm trying to be like, yeah, nothing's wrong. Nothing
I
happened.
don't need to.
Okay.
I got a 7 plus 3.
I mean, Kieran is just staring at the ground wide-eyed. I don't think I'm not even rolling for her. You can tell something happened, but
I rolled, but it doesn't seem accurate because I got a natural 20, and I don't think that's accurate to him.
I think Ada just notices like Kieran being extra awkward or weird. Just goes, I think there's something more, but I'm not sure what it is this time. So hopefully they'll bring it up. If not, but this is pretty typical for
Okay.
everyone.
Is this a fuck or kill situation? I don't like. Are they
in
wanting to
terms of-
kill each
are you-
other, or are they wanting to fuck?
I didn't realize there were only 2 options for these kinds of
Oh.
scenarios.
That's fair. But usually this sort of awkward tension is one of the two.
That makes sense, but we've been on, we've been on the kill side here in regards to Sephora before.
Oh.
But I don't, she would, like, if she wanted to kill him, she would. So I don't think it's that side, so I guess it's the other one. And I don't think, I don't even know if I want to ask. Just, I don't know the rules to this stuff.
Okay, sure.
Saren, please make me a history check.
Sure.
Make a history check about
No.
Kieran and Sakura.
It's nothing to do with them.
It'd be funny if it was, though.
That would be.
Oh, wait. 12.
Okay, I will say you do recognize the signet ring that Otto is wearing as one of the Arachne family, which is one of the noble families within Elderos, and they are dukes and duchesses.
Mm-hmm. I see you you grew up in sort of nobility as well, or
As well?
I wouldn't. I'd say more within the sphere.
Of no. Oh, okay. Yes, I would say I am in that sphere.
You
when
would
you hear
also
this-
know, Saren, that the Arachne daughter known as Aurelian just became queen after the assassination of King Jadis and Queen Morrigan. And as to regards to your question, I think Sakura is too focused on whatever is happening with Kieran.
Got other vibe story about.
Where did you grow up? Or
In
live? Or
the grotto. That's typically where most Arachne are.
we didn't have too many dealings with the grotto.
Yeah, we're trying to branch out. It's very closed network at the moment. But where did you grow up?
Well, I've always been. My family was Wraithian army as well. We're from the Lunenford Valley. I don't know where that is.
That is
relation.
the city-state underneath House Wraith. It is the closest city-state to the grotto, actually, but again, grotto has always been kind of like a more secluded family anyways.
What was it called again? Sorry.
Lunenford Valley, it is where the helmet is on the map.
Ah, okay. Can I ask what I would know about the Wraith family? Because I have forgotten.
Yes, let me pull up the document.
Thank you. Because I know you've probably said it, but...
You do know that they are in charge of the army. That's why it's called the Wraithian Army of Elderos. Sorry, let me figure it out. They are deep gnomes. They're considered viscounts and viscountesses, and they kind of just organize the army there. They have a very not intense but good relationship with the Baudelaire family, as they again control their army and such. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much their whole deal is the army. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will just like nod and go. You mentioned that your family is all from the army or involved with it?
Yes, it's sort of. My mother was born. I guess it's so many generations. My mother's side, been in the army. It's just a family thing.
I understand that. Do you enjoy it? I don't know. Did you choose it, or was it just kind of?
I enjoyed it when I was young. It's something that we take with pride. We are very proud to serve. But some things that you see can alter the way you believe.
Does that have anything to do with your?
Yes, yeah. I lost my entire party to an attack from a clay render. My fiance was our captain. He's a very good man.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. It was about 10 years ago now. So it's been some time.
But not all wounds heal quickly.
Yeah, clearly, I don't think this one is going to go away very quick.
Otto, make a history check for me.
Yes. Uh, 13 plus 5. I can do math.
18.
18.
Because Aurelian, your sister, was and is actively a captain within the Wraithian army, you would have heard the story of a legion that was attacked by a Grey Render, and that Aurelian was friends with Captain Liam, who she speaks of her fiance, Saren does at least, that she was friends with him, and it was a very, very tragic event that happened around 10 years ago.
Okay. In that case, then I think, yeah, Otto will kind of agree with the statement that she said of basically, sorry, I'm trying to organize my brain. Captain Liam, I've heard good things about him, and he was a great man.
He was the best. We had the option to not be the Legion to go, but he felt a strange duty to find this artifact. So he took it upon himself to take us to go find this, and we knew the dangers. We knew the chances we would all walk out alive were slim. But we did not expect the cunningness of this monster.
Lila, what would I know about is it called the Grey Render?
Yes. Go ahead and make a nature check for me.
Okay. Ooh, nice. That is a 21.
You would know that the Grey Render is considered a very large monstrosity that often would roam these swamps, kind of near the sinking city. Sorry, I'm just looking at their things. They are said to have the strength of giants, and often are seen, or is reported that they could rip trees out of the ground with their mouths and claws. They have a very keen sense of smell, and sight. Sorry, I'm just continuing to look. Is there any specific information that you're looking for?
I think you already answered. I was more thinking like location-wise.
Okay.
And then like how, notorious.
Yeah,
what kind of beast, basically.
Yeah, they are very, very, very dangerous predators found in swamps.
Okay. What artifact were you all looking for?
Honestly, we did not know much more than the king had asked us to go retrieve it. That's all we knew. As I go and pull up just to double check.
You were aware that Liam knew a little bit more about the artifact, what it looked like, but was told by the king not to share what it looked like, what it was. The only thing that you guys were allowed to know is that it was an artifact forged by Beldam, the god of legacy and forge.
So the king asked you to get it was it in the sinking city area?
God is nodding at me right now, so I am going to say yes, it's near the sinking city. So where our thoughts?
That's interesting. We just kind of came from that location a while ago. Not pleasant.
I've not gone back, so I would assume though it's still very unpleasant.
We didn't
Stinky.
encounter. Yeah, we didn't encounter any grave enders, but it was
Fortunate.
just not a great time.
Yeah, swamps usually are not for parties.
Lorelai. As you guys are continuing to walk, Ivory kind of signals and then comes back to you and relays something that she did see, probably about 200 feet off in a direction you guys are continuing to walk. She saw what looked to have been something hanging from a tree and a very large pool of blood on it. On and
Please don't be
surrounding it.
air. Okay. Lorelai kind of stops and she looks at the group and like, there's something. Hang on, my microphone is making weird. Okay, much better. She stops and looks at the group and she's like, there is something hanging in a tree about 200 feet off. Lots of blood.
Do you want me to run and check? Because I can be there and back in like 15 seconds.
I don't think we should. Anyone should go off on their own.
Would Lila, would I is this the same area and situation, similar situation? Okay. Saren stops when Lorelai says that, and I do not know that you want to see the sights over there.
I'm going. I don't care, I'm going. And she's kind of like, once everyone's kind of stopped, she just keeps going.
My hand, I'm still holding your hand, and I am a big man.
she's
I am not
pulling
letting you. I'm not letting you go.
Ivory is kind of like going from branch to branch, leading you guys over to that area once Lorelai begins. Are the rest of you guys following?
I keep Lorelai close to me. I don't let her get too far ahead, but I do.
Yeah, no, she's still holding your hand. She's just like also trying to pull you to go a little bit faster.
Saren kind of speaks, like walks behind it, but like sort of says louder, is like, I hope you are prepared to see something horrible. I stumbled on it last night. But if you insist.
I think we have to.
With all due respect, we've seen some pretty fucked up stuff. I think.
Be my guest, of course. Go. Yeah, be my guest. And she'll follow behind him.
Okay. You guys continue to approach, and Lorelai, you leading this, you see it first, and you all eventually follow behind, seeing it as well. You can see hanging from the tree is what looks to be a flayed body of some sort of man hanging from the tree, dangling by a foot.
Any of us recognize the man?
It's completely flayed.
Oh, okay.
There's
Are
no
there any
clothes,
nearby?
there's nothing around. It is just the flayed body hanging from the trees. Looks like some scavengers have kind of gotten to it as well. Still dripping blood.
So we know it's dead.
It is very dead.
Okay,
It is
Lorelai.
a skinned body, is what's hanging from the tree. Looks to be
Okay.
probably around the kind of same dimensions as Erebus.
I will, as I guess everyone is stopped and is staring. So with this, so it's a skin body. Has it changed back?
Mhm.
Okay, so she lets them know. it was a werewolf captured last night by some of the hunters who lurk in this area.
Valencia looks at. Yeah, she's looking at Lorelai.
What is?
Lorelai is
you-
gonna probably get screwed, but she's gonna cast Speak with Dead.
Okay. What does that look like first off?
So, a kind of black and red magic kind of ebbs from her fingers, and she is going to. Let me see. Hang on. If it's okay, yeah, it's a range thing. Okay, cool. So she doesn't have to get it from the tree, but she's going to. Magic is going to surround the dead body.
You see as this energy intertwines with the body, as it breathes almost to life. You can hear its lungs fill with air, as it does, and it looks at you lifeless.
What's your name?
My name is Victor.
Victor. What do you want us to do for you?
Lay my body in the ground.
Okay, we will do that for you. May you rest in peace. And she does her little ritual.
Can you ask what happened to it? Oh, we know, the hunters.
Yeah,
Never
we know
mind.
the hunters.
Sorry, my brain conflated the Carolee monster story, and I was like, oh god. My brain disconnected them. You're good.
And Lorelai doesn't care because it's not Erebus, so she's she's so happy. Well, she's not happy, but she's like. So she says, like, as the shadows embrace, we commend your spirit to the realms of unseen, to the realms unseen, and she lets the spell go.
The body deflates, lifeless once again.
Is it still in the tree?
Mhm.
Okay. It's hanging by something, right?
Yeah, like it looks like it's been like thrown over a branch and tied to the tree.
Okay. I'm gonna try and I don't know, use a knife or something to untie the rope.
Easy enough to do.
Can I make an intelligence check or something to put the pieces together?
Oh,
Of them being.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a 12. I'm just wanting to put the pieces together
it's
it's
easy enough to kind of begin.
They're
to put the
concerned
pieces.
about a werewolf. Okay.
Yeah.
So your friend is a werewolf. This is who you seek?
Lorelai just kind of gives a hesitant nod. There's no hiding it at this point.
Is that
this
a problem?
It would have been good to know what I was looking for. I mean, searching for a wandering human in the forest at night on a full moon is very different than searching for a werewolf on a full moon. But I see what you mean when you said the blood could be from others. The trail went straight to the Shadow Mountain. Your friend tore through the woods towards the Shadow Mountain.
Let's get Victor down and let him be buried so we can get on our way.
I have a question out of character.
Mhm.
The Shadow Mountain specifically, like, is there anything like known about it? I guess, like,
You would know
that-
specifically the Shadow Mountain is the mountain in which the Farish Shadow family, like their city-state, lives on. Or lives near, at least. And that would be the Plague Doctor's mask on the map.
okay.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
Valencia's gonna help in any way she can to bury Victor.
Okay. You guys continue to help, and you eventually bury this body. An unknown person to you, but you are doing a kindness in its death. And then you guys continue forth. Okay. Same marching order?
Okay, probably.
Darren, if you could please roll me another survival check as you continue forth.
Is that 11?
Is there anything you guys discuss as you continue forth for the next half day's journey?
Wait, really quick, Lila.
Yeah.
Is that with advantage, or do I add extra proficiency bonus to that?
Let me look at your sheet.
Yeah, I forgot, because that one wasn't good. Okay, I had extra proficiency.
Yes.
Okay, so that, when I was at 12...
Ezra ran away.
I know.
Hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Now we
Okay,
can. Yeah.
I'm sorry if you weren't able to hear me before. I needed to grab a charger for my phone real quick.
You're good.
I have one and I'm going back.
I'm just so glad I wasn't Erebus.
I'll
I
make
was
it take the
so
actual
scared.
roll.
Yeah. I'm just gotta give you guys some intense moments, you know?
No, I was so scared. My voice was shaking. I was like, please don't let this be Erebus.
I have Erebus die off screen.
That would be so tragic.
That would be so tragic.
It's okay, Seraphina died off screen.
I was about to say,
She
it
got
would be
brought
the
back to
first
life,
time.
but
Well,
she
sort of
didn't
on
die.
screen.
Technically, she didn't die. She got feigned death.
Mhm.
Which I was going to use for Erebus. Squid.
I was literally telling her, run away, run away, run away. I need this. I need this for the storyline. Run away. And it was like,
valid.
that was my plan.
I knew it had to happen for a reason. Like, everything happens
It
for
all
a reason.
just worked out
especially with
because
the dice.
Raven wasn't gonna be here. I didn't know that until last
Yeah.
week. Okay. What was the roll, Sarah?
So the roll is actually a 16.
Okay, cool. You guys continue forth. Is there anything you guys do talk about? If you guys want to continue to get to know Saren or each other.
What's the marching order again? I know it was Saren, Otto, and then
Saren, Otto, Kieran, Valencia, Sakura, and then Lorelei.
Oh, if Karen's right there, I think Otto is just gonna like kind of trying to distract herself from like thinking that one of our friends just got like murked in a very brutal way from some shitty hunters. And she's gonna like look at Kieran and go, so something's weird, and I don't know if it's like regular weird or like specific weird. Are you?
What do you mean?
It's like thinking back to what Saren said, and it's like, you don't want to kill Socorro right now, right?
No. If I wanted to kill him, he would have been dead by now.
That's what I said. That means it's the other option, and I don't know how to approach that. So, did something happen on last night with you two? You don't have to give me details. Just
Like what?
Cia is like trying not to make it look obvious that she is listening in, but she's not very good at pretending. So she's just like,
Can I notice Valencia looking at us?
You have a high enough perception, yeah.
I kind of like look pleading at Valencia to help me. To ask this, because did you get closer?
you did walk in with a certain item last night.
Can I hear this? Okay.
Everybody can hear this. You guys are walking in a quiet forest.
Kieran like looks over her shoulder and is like, "You say that like it was something illicit. That was a shoal."
No.
So you just
Why are we
got
talking about this?
closer emotionally?
Oh, Sakura, how lovely for you to join us.
You're talking very loud about me.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to join, sure. Yeah. What happened?
It was raining and he let me use a shawl so that I wouldn't get as wet while we were on watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like if somebody gave me like a jacket or something, I would just give it back, and like
I did give it
be
back.
Super.
You did ask me to give it back first.
Why are you throwing me under the bus?
So you wanted to keep
Critic's
it?
like,
you
what's a
into the
bus?
Buses don't exist.
No, I did not want to keep it.
Okay. So why haven't you given it back?
I did.
No, she did give
Oh,
it
you
back.
did?
She asked me first if I would give it back.
Because you were
And
in
then-
between us, so I thought it would be easier to just pass it back.
I feel like we don't need to
So-
talk about this. If she
Why
doesn't
we-
want to talk about it, pushing is not really a good thing right now.
Would you like to talk about it?
It's not my place to say anything.
I don't know who else is gonna say anything about it because it's about you two. Because
Well,
you
maybe
both
it's none of
went
your
back-
business.
Okay. Something did happen.
Lorelai just like gently like squeezes his hand and just kind of like pats his arm like, "Hey, calm down."
I'm fine. I am calm. Let's just leave her alone, okay?
Okay.
So, Lorelai, does your Raven see anything? Ivory see anything?
God, does my Raven see anything? Not
No.
at the moment. Not at the moment.
I just need y'all to know that Kieran has interpreted that as him being upset with her. So she's not okay.
That is not what it was! Okay.
Like I don't. It's just gonna be like kind of like, sorry, Kieran. I didn't mean to push. I just
It's
felt out of the loop.
It's okay. We are a group that is traveling together. If there's a problem, it affects everyone.
Is it the problem?
It seems to be a problem.
It's not a problem.
Did he do something to you?
No.
Bad?
No, God no. You think that
Okay.
he could do anything to me? I could crush him.
You do have emotions, Kieran. That is something that can also get hurt.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no emotions.
Kieran,
Well, that's a lie because you're very protective of Valencia, and I'm pretty sure that's an emotion.
I poke Valencia on the back. Valencia, switch me spots.
Oh God, no!
Hold Lorelai's hand. Hold Lorelai's hand, and I
Wait.
pass off Lorelai's hand.
Pass it off to him.
She's something.
And then I switch, and I walk behind Kieran, and I say, "Is something wrong? Did I do something?"
Is this guy bothering you?
Is this guy bothering you? I say, pointing at myself.
No.
I'm bent down, kind of, so I'm hunched over, like next to your shoulder. I'm I'm hoping that we're okay. Are we okay?
Are we okay? You sounded angry. Just, I thought you were.
I'm not angry. I just say it's not my place to say anything, and if you didn't want to say anything, I didn't want people to push you. You felt uncomfortable.
I understand now. Okay, yes, we're yep.
Okay. Do you want a high five?
Sure. And she just like.
All right, hold on. Let me make a con save.
No, she has her bracers on.
Never mind. Well, damn, I rolled an 18 on the die anyway. It would have been great.
Good, it's a waste.
On the glove. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I've wasted it. Okay.
Saren turns back to Otto and just like quietly says, "So it's these fuck things, and yeah."
I don't.
What? What are you talking about?
You don't have a high enough passive perception to overhear a whisper.
She's only 2 people in front of me, and we're in a quiet forest. You said
she's whispering. Before you guys were whispering.
I have such a low passive perception. It's literally a 10.
Kieran's a 16. She definitely heard it and is furiously blushing.
I minor illusion to blush away.
I think Otto looks at Saren and just goes, "It's becoming a higher probability."
What do you think they're talking about?
Are you saying that to?
Yeah.
No, she's just like, I know what they're talking about.
Is it about us?
Yes. They think we want to fuck.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna. Let's see it. Would you like to switch spots again?
She looks at Lorelai. Does Lorelai seem like she would rather hold Sakura's hand?
She's just kind of like zoned out and just kind of focused on like where Ivory is. She's not
That
really
is valid as hell. She's like, I'm good where I am, actually.
Wing woman, woo, woo.
Valencia, has anyone ever told you you're an agent of chaos?
Do you need to talk about what happened in Disseminating?
I was very agent of chaos, you're right. Alright, well everyone's
This is
fine.
her fully out of her
good.
shell.
Everyone's fine and everyone's good and we're getting along and we're going to find Erebus. Let's go. Yeah.
Over her shoulder, just under her breath, she's like, you didn't have to fucking laugh at it.
I didn't,
You guys continue forth into the forest as this awkward conversation doles out. As you guys continue, Sarah, and I'll also say Otto, you guys do eventually notice that there looks to be, within the mud, a werewolf-like track.
Okay. Like it's clear still in werewolf form.
Mm-hmm.
Track.
And it didn't stop raining until early morning.
Saren's just gonna stop.
Yeah, probably will as well. And look at Saren and go. So probably likely that these are the ones we need, or I guess there's no good way.
Yes. I mean, I can identify them easily as werewolf.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know that these are your friends. They are definitely lycanthrope in nature. So,
sorry, how fresh is it, like, in terms of currently time?
I would say a few hours. And right now it's probably about 2 in the afternoon.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to, like, so there's like basically a possibility where he hasn't changed back. Is that what I'm getting
Based,
at, or is it just like
based on the information you have in front of you, yes.
yes? Okay.
That or another werewolf.
Yeah, I think I'll say well, I don't know if Erebus has had moments where he said he was in control, so I don't know how likely it is to get stuck. Specifically for him, or for any werewolf for that matter. So I guess be careful.
On the 2 full moons, is the chances of they're typically not aware of themselves.
Lorelai's
But don't
gonna
they
send Ivory
change?
out forward again, and she's gonna have Ivory like use her voice to call out for Erebus.
Okay. You do so.
That's all.
I guess we just continue after these marks, as it's our only indicator.
I think this makes sense. I don't know what she's gonna look towards like everybody, I guess, and just this is your friend that you are looking for. This is all of your choices, not my choice. I mean, we can follow the tracks.
I think Ada was just gonna make like an executive decision and decide to keep following after the tracks.
Yeah.
Whoever.
These are the tracks that from what I can assume are your friend. The fabric that we found, or that I found. This is most likely your friend.
He said he could be in the form even after a full moon. He didn't have more control over it. Maybe he just stayed there for safety.
We won't know unless we go, so.
Yeah, let's find him.
Okay. You guys decide to continue forth on this journey, as we're going to pick up next week. Thank you all for tuning in for this week's episode of the Portent Kast, and may the dice guide you to beautiful friendships.
I want it to be Sunday already. I want Erebus back.